Hey everyone, G Loves Trains here. You join me this morning here outside of Cardiff Queen Street, where I'm about to go spend the day flirting around the valley lines. I think I might call the vlog that. If not, it'll be something along those lines. But basically, I was at Cardiff Central Station not too long ago, and I noticed that the FLIRT trains were running to Barry Island. I was so entranced by it, I thought I have to ride one of those trains to Barry Island. So I do plan to do that later on today, but also because I know the 231 FLIRT trains are running along the Rhymney line, I thought I may as well make a day of it and visit some other stations as well. Right, let's go crack on with it. Well, I'm not used to being up on platform 5 here at Queen Street, but it does seem to be where the Rhymney line services depart from. I'm getting on the 0856 Barrow service. I've got about 10 minutes to wait for it, and yeah, I did check the train allocations first thing this morning, so it should be a FLIRT. Alrighty, I'm on the first train. It's 231003 and it does feel great to be back on one of these FLIRTs again. I do love these higher up seats as well. They are 4-seater table seats, but it's really quite quiet on this train at the moment. I've not got too long on here either, just 7 minutes through to Llanishen. Llanishen. It's a really fun station name to say that. And in no time at all, I'm here at Llanishen. I totally haven't been to this station before when I realised I was here way too early to do the thing that I wanted to do and decided to refilm the whole thing. Yeah, that totally didn't happen. But Llanishen station is quite a pretty one. I think they've had a trim of the trees here, but yeah, there's trees and plants, and I have got just an hour here. I say just because I think time is going to absolutely fly by, so I'm going to go and crack on with what I want to do. The information display's a bit broken here. Well, on this platform anyway. I'm off to two reservoirs, Llanishen and Lisvane reservoirs they're called. They are just a short walk away from the station, and there is a 9 AM opening time to be able to walk around these reservoirs. And this is what I was talking about before in the station, because I think last time I got here at like 6 AM and realised I couldn't go in to see them. But yeah, it kind of took me by surprise. I didn't know reservoirs had an opening and closing time to them. But yeah, this one does, or these two do. I think the closing time is 8 PM, is that? Kind of rubbed off the sign. Oh wow, this is such a lovely place to come for a walk. You could probably actually spend all day here. There seems to be quite a few things to do. You've got a cafe over there as well. Yeah, so happy to get my first fix of flowing water of the day. I think Llanishen Reservoir is the bigger one and Lisvane is the smaller one. Yeah, gonna have a bit of a walk around. I will have to keep an eye on the time though. Can't miss this next train. Geez, it's windy down here. I've ended up walking all the way around the big reservoir, and there are quite a few runners that keep passing me by. If I don't get a move on, I may have to join in with that run, but I think I'll be alright. I think I'll make it back to the station in time. I would definitely recommend coming in and having a walk around these reservoirs though. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm back in the station now, and I was just waiting for the train to pull in. I thought, it's pulling in a bit fast this, and it just completely went past the platform. Like, I don't really know what went on there. It seems to have been cancelled between stations, I think. Yeah, I don't know why. There's no announcements here. Obviously the information display isn't working. So yeah, I don't really know what to do now. There is another FLIRT train pulling in about 15 minutes time. The only problem we're getting on that one is that I wanted to go to Guildford Forgoid next, and that one doesn't call there. So I'm going to have to think up a backup plan right now. Maybe this tortoise can help me. They're very cute. Well, I'm on a train, it's 231008, and I'm still a little undecided on what to do. If I'd have wanted to stick to the initial plan, I would have had to have spent 2 extra hours at Llanichen, and if it went melons up again, then it would basically just be a day in Llanichen vlog, so I think I'm going to stay on this to Bargoed and then sort of decide what I want to do from there. It's looking like I'm going to have to scrap visiting one of the other stations I wanted to go to. I'm just not sure which one yet. We're just calling out Caerphilly. This is actually where I ended up the first time I rode one of these FLIRT trains. Wasn't intending to come here, I was actually intending to go to Bargoed, funnily enough. Right, I've changed my mind. I've come up with a kind of backup plan. I hope this is going to work out all right. I'm not going to get off at Bargoed. I'm going to get off at Pengham instead, which is 2 stops before Bargoed. Obviously, like I say, I was meant to be getting off at Guildford Fargoed, but this service skips that station. So yeah, Pengham, that's where I'm getting off. When you can't get to Guildford Fargoed by train, come to Pengham and walk there instead. I was actually intending to walk to Bargoed, so by getting off here at Pengham it means I can still do that. So yeah, just gonna go and get cracking on with a walk. It's not too long of a walk from Pengham to Bargoed. Maps is saying it's going to take 40 minutes. Maps is also telling me to follow main roads though, and I don't really want to do that. I'd much rather walk alongside a river, so I'm headed for the Rhymney River, see if I can walk alongside that to get me there. Here we are, I'm entering Bargoed Woodland Park. And I can see the river right there. Well, I can more hit the river. A lot of trees in the way. Ah yes, bridge over flowing water. Flowing water, I love it. That's a good looking road bridge there, isn't it? How many times do you reckon I can change a plan in one day? Well, we're soon going to find out. Hopefully this is the last time, but I've had to change it again because basically the train I was wanting to get off of Bargoed, the 11:56 service, it was meant to be a FLIRT train, but it's not anymore. It's 2153s. The train the hour after, however, should be a FLIRT train. And I just thought, whilst I'm having my Riverside walk now, I actually could, instead of just slowly walking all the way to Bargoed, I could go to Guildford Fargoed, get on a FLIRT train there, and then just change over at Bargoed. I'll tell you what, trying to plan a day riding only FLIRT trains, it can get very confusing. Okay, I'm just coming away from the river now, and this path, it's not marked on maps, but I'm hoping it's going to lead to Guildford Fargoed station. And it did. I've actually got quite a bit of a wait now here at Guildford Fargoed. Would have actually been a great way to kill the time having that walk to Bargoed, but I'm really happy to be here. I wanted to come here because it's such a diddy station, this one. Like, the platforms are super short, they're only 16 metres in length. I think they've got to be the shortest station platforms in Wales. In the UK, there is a station with a shorter platform. It's up in Scotland, it's along the Kyle of Lochalsh line, and it begins with a B. Bewley? Is it Bewley? Something like that. But yeah, maybe these are the second shortest platforms. And I'll tell you what, I think I've said Guildford Fargoed one too many times today. The questions of the day is, how many times can I change my plan in this vlog? Also, how many times can I say Guildford Fargoed in this vlog? I'll have to do a Guildford Fargoed count, I think. Oh, there's a shelter, but there's no seats in it. Don't think there's any seats on the other platform either. I may have to just sit on this. Hey, those must be those 2153s I was talking about. Supposed to be a FLIRT train, that one. My next train is pulling in now. I really don't think a 4-carriage train is going to fit on this platform. Maybe just the first carriage will squeeze on. Let's have a see. It's 231003, this one. And yeah, just the first carriage. Well, I really wasn't on that train for too long, but I finally made it here to Barrow. It's took me about a year and a half to get here. I was meant to be here when I was riding on a 231 last time, but I can't remember what happened. There was some sort of problem on the day, and I ended up at Caerphilly instead. Yeah, that train I've just got off does terminate here. Some terminate at Barrow, some go on through to Rhymney. My train to Rhymney is due in about 16 minutes. I'm on 231006, and again it's quite a short ride on this one, just 10 minutes thereabouts. We don't make any stops on the way to Rhymney either. It is a direct service through. And I will just mention as well that TfW's 756 tri-mode FLIRT trains are not in service yet. I'm not too sure when they're expected to be in service, but yeah, it's just going to be the 231s that I'm riding on today.
Good evening everyone, this is your Transport for Wales service to Rhymney. Your next and final stop will be Rhymney.
Well, I'm here at Rhymney. The station is run by TfW and it's got just the one platform. It is the terminus of the line, and I am actually going to be hopping straight back onto this train. I did come here so that I could ride the full service from Rhymney all the way to Barrow Island. So yeah, let's get back on it. So yeah, I'm back on 231006 now. This is the 1311 service to Barrow Island. We're getting to Barrow Island at 14:45, so that's what, 1 hour 34-minute journey. Yeah, I got a pretty long ride on this train to just chill out, and all these FLIRT trains I've been on so far, they've not been too busy at all. Obviously I've been travelling away from Cardiff. We are going towards Cardiff now though, so I'd imagine this train is going to get a bit busier as we go along.
We have arrived at Cardiff Queen Street.
This train ride is absolutely flying by. We're back at Cardiff Queen Street already. We've just pulled into platform 8 at Cardiff Central. There's something about platform 8 and feeling like you're on holiday. I think it's probably because when I come on holiday to Cardiff, I spend a lot of time on platform 8, just going for random train rides. Let's go have a walk through this middle bit of the train where the diesel generators are. Yep, this is the loud part. I'm off to the toilet. Oh yeah, the toilets on these 231 trains have the rolly toilet paper.
What's your next Transport for Wales service to Barrow Island? Your next and final stop.
And I'm here at Barrow Island. I did just do a quick search on the train then to see if Barrow Island is an actual island, and it once was, but it no longer is, as it's now connected via the docks to the mainland. Right, I have been to Barrow Island once before. I am very excited to be back here. So let's say a goodbye to the FLIRT train and get out of the station. Alright, I've come down to the beach now, and basically what I want to do is have a walk around Whitmore Bay here. But the thing is, I'm currently positioned right in the middle of it, so I'm going to have to walk all the way over there to Friars Point and then make my way back around and over to Nell's Point. First things first though, I am craving chippy chips. Like, I think I have a slight obsession with them at the moment, so I'm going to go see if this chippy's open down here and get myself some chips. Chips acquired. I did actually come up here towards Friars Point last time I was at Barrow Island. Don't think I even walked to the very end. I don't know, can't quite remember to be honest. But turns out it's actually quite difficult to walk, hold a camera and eat chips. So I'm just going to grab one of these benches and eat them before I go all the way to the end. And here I am at Friars Point. Some absolutely gorgeous views from up here. Oh, there's a plane there. It must have just departed Cardiff International Airport. What is it? It's blue and white. Is it Tui? I don't know if Tui fly from there. Baby squishy! Oh wow, look at this. It's a climbing frame in the letters of Anissa Barry, Barry Island. I've made it up to Nell's Point. I've just come to this viewing area type of thing here and it did just start raining. I also kind of look like the trickster right now. I think it's stopped. Yeah, it has. Right, I think this is a great place to end my vlog. I have really enjoyed getting to ride those TFW FLIRT trains today. They are beautiful trains. Like, yeah, I absolutely love riding on those. I know there was a bit of a mishap earlier on in the day, but it's all turned out all right in the end. And I am thinking I should probably have a full day here at Barrow Island at some point in the future. It'll be a bit like my trip to Llandudno. Do you know what I'm thinking about it? Barrow Island sort of reminds me of like a quieter Llandudno. Right, I think that's about everything. Oh, Gilfach Fargoid. That's one for the count. Thank you very much for watching everyone. Bye-bye.